Great morning, second graders. Today is Thursday, October the 29th. As you know, we had some rough weather last night. So many of you guys are without power and you may not be able to join our class live today, but that's okay. You will not miss a beat. I am just so happy to hear from your parents this morning that all is well with you and your family. I'm excited about that. God has kept all of us through this storm last night. And even if we lost power, we are still here to tell the story. So I'm so glad, guys, that you're still here, you're safe, and your family is safe. All right, today is also pajamas day, so you get to stay in your PJs. I know many of you guys like that. Okay, guys, so I wanted to just make a quick video just to run through what you have to do today. For those of you that won't be able to join us, you can watch this video and see what it is that you're supposed to complete today. All right, starting with phonics and language. Phonics and language, you have pages 87 and 88. 87 and 88. And both of these pages are review pages. There is no dictation. So you're doing rhyming words, and you know rhyming words have the same ending sound. So for number one, you're going to color the rhyming words in each group. So when you color the shoes, you'll see it. Each group, that means you're only coloring two words from each group that rhymes. First one, word, work, heard. Word, work, heard. So what should you color on those two? Word, heard. All right. Rhyming words have the same ending sound. For number two, you're dividing your words by syllables. That means that, remember, so you're going to snap. That's how we see how many syllables. Hello. Hello. Two. So that means, what do you hear? Hell, H-E-L, low, L-O. So I'm going to divide my words, and I'm going to put H-E-L on one part, L-O. All right? Playing. Playing. That's how your word is divided. Mitten. Mitten. Okay? Melting. 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 All right? And then on number three, you're writing your suffix. What is a suffix? You're correct. A letter or group of letters added to the end of not just a word, but a root word. A root word. Remember, if you take the suffix off, the word should still be able to stand by itself. So a suffix is a letter or group of letters added to the end of a root word. That's on number three. And you're either going to add a Y at the end of the word, ER at the end of the word, or EST at the end of the word. On page 88, number one says, write a declarative or interrogative sentence for each picture. Declarative makes a statement, end with a period. Interrogative, ask a question, end with a question mark. On number two, you're doing your special sounds. Old and gold, O-L-D, and lamb, M-B, ooh and flew, E-W, ooh and few, E-W, E and raining, Y, and bigger, E-R, S and biggest, E-S-T. So you're going to use the special sound to fill in the missing letters. So they giving you some letters. You have to figure out what the word is going to be by using special sounds. All right, and then number three, you're back at rhyming words, but this time you have to write your own rhyming words. And remember, rhyming words have the same ending sound, but they have to actually be a word. Splash, crash, mash, trash. All right, so you want to make sure your words have the same ending sound. In your spelling today, you're doing red, right, and blue. Red, right, and blue. So remember with this one, guys, what we're doing is you're writing your consonants and your vowels. Consonants and vowels. We're on list 13. List 13, and that's page 26 in your spelling book, page 26, and we're on list 13. So for instance, you're writing your consonants and your vowels, and you're doing red, right, and blue. That means my consonants are going to have to be what color? Blue. My consonants are blue and my vowels are red. My consonants are blue and my vowels are red. So that's the way we're going to write it. Okay, let me grab my red. I thought I had it right here. Hold 1 second, guys. All right, we're back. So let's look at our first word on our list. Fewest. The way that I spell fewest is F-E-W-E-S-T. So when I write my word, my vowels are red, my consonants are blue. Vowels are red, consonants are blue. And that's how you do it. You do not have to have a worksheet printed out. I will attach it, but you don't have to print it out. You can write that on notebook paper and pass that in. So that's what you're doing for spelling. Red, white, and blue. For reading, I'm sorry, guys. For reading today, you're going to read the story in your Fun with Friends. And it's the goats and the turnips. The goats and the turnips, which is going to be you're going to really enjoy. It is a very funny story. And you get to actually look as if you are doing like a script. So it has different parts. So it will be fun if you can get your family to join in. For those of you that are not able to join us live, get your parents to act out a part with you. So it's the goats and the turnips. So in this story, and it's going to be on page 101. It starts at page 101 and it goes all the way to page 105. There's questions that you have to answer, but I'm going to send those to you via email. Okay, so have you ever started a job that looked easy to do and then you realize it was hard? Well, today's story is going to be about our goats. Trying to get them out of the garden is a really hard job. So that's in your Fun with Friends. Remember, Fun with Friends, page 101 to 105. So you're going to read that story about the goats are in the turnips, and it's going to be, like I said, hilarious. Oliver, who's going to be our main character, you're going to see what problems he's going to run into trying to get the goats out of the garden, and how did they even get in the garden. All right, so you're going to read your story. You have your questions that you're going to answer, and again, I'll send those in the email. Okay, so that's your reading. So I've told you your phonics, your spelling, your reading, your penmanship today, guys. We are writing the cursive letter J, capital J, the capital J. Now, when you look at the capital J, there's only one stroke. What does that mean? My pencil should not go up until my letter is complete. So I don't pick the pencil up at all. And also remember, if I write with my right hand, my paper is tilted to the left. If I'm left-handed, my paper is tilted to the right. All right, when you start the letter J, you start at the red dot. You're going to go all the way around till you're going up to the top line. Come down to that bottom line, pass it, go back up, come back up in his belly, and you're going to go over. Well, that wasn't great. Let's try it again. Okay. It's hard trying to hold this boy, second grader. Here we go. Around, down, up. Around, down, up. All right. So it looks kind of funny. So make sure you have this part right here is bigger. And then his body part down here is smaller. So this part gets smaller. This opening is smaller. This opening is larger. So you see how big that opening is? So I'm going to go one stroke. Just one whole stroke. Okay? So you're going to practice that. And your penmanship page is page 30. So practice. Remember, don't do a lot of erasing. Try the first one. If you feel like, hey, I need to practice that, progress. Keep practicing. Make progress. Go to the next one. We don't do a lot of erasing in penmanship. We just keep practicing. Keep progressing. So penmanship is page 30. So what do you have so far? Phonics and language page 87, 88. Penmanship page 30. Spelling, red, right, blue. Reading, the goats are in the turnips. That's pages 100 to 105. That's in your Fun with Friends. And then also for math. So for math today, you have pages 93 and 94. 93 and 94. Okay, so one good thing about today and in math, it is a review page. So there's nothing on these pages that we have not done before. So you're going to see that everything that's on these pages is going to be review. All right, you're adding and subtracting. That's review. We've done that before. Yes, we surely have. So you're adding and subtracting on that page. Okay, and then you're going to write your fact families. We've done that before. So for instance, on number 3, I have 6 and 4. Though that's my fact family. 6 plus 4 equals 10. Now I need to switch it around. If 6 plus 4 equals 10, then 4 plus 6 equals 10. So I have to switch that around, guys. So the way your fact families look. So if I start with 6 plus 4 equals 10, I switch that around. 4 plus 6 equals 10. Now, when this is my fact family, I take my 10 and I subtract. 10 minus 4 equals 6. 10 minus 6 equals 4. Remember, your fact family, these are the only numbers in your fact family. 6, 4, and 10. 6 plus 4 equals 10. 4 plus 6 equals 10. 10 minus 4 equals 6. 10 minus 6 equals 4. All right, you're doing your greater than and less than. When you do your greater than and less than, and you have to solve the equation on both sides. So the first one says 6 plus 4, and we got to see whether it's greater than, less than, or equal to 4 plus 5. The first thing I need to do is solve the equation. 6 plus 4 is 10. 4 plus 5 is 9. Is 10 greater than, less than, or equal to 9? Correct. 10 is greater. Remember, your mouth of the sign will always open to the largest answer. Always open to the largest answer. All right. Number 5, you're going to color the Nigerian flag. The middle stripe is white. And if you look at the top of your page, it says Nigeria. It shows you there are 2 green stripes and then a white stripe in the middle. Okay. On 94, you're doing the time. You're telling the time from a quarter after, a quarter till. Quarter after, quarter till. So on your clock, let me get my clock so you can see it better. On your clock, so we have a quarter after and a quarter till. A quarter after is at the 45. A quarter after is at the 45. That's where my longhand is on. A quarter till, I'm sorry. My longhand is on the 9, and that's 45. So let's say if it was a quarter after 6. That means it's 6:45. 6:45. Let's say it's a quarter till. A quarter till 6. Quarter till 7. Quarter till 7 is 6:45. A quarter after 6 would be 6:15. So this quarter till means that it's almost 7 o'clock. And your longhand is going to always be on the 9. The longhand will always be on the 9. So when it's a quarter till, that means that you have 5, 10, 15 minutes till you get to the next hour. Okay? The next hour. So now I have my shorthand on the 6, my longhand on the 9. It's a quarter till 7 because in 15 minutes, it'll be 7 o'clock. All right? If I put my longhand here on the 3, that's a quarter after 6. That means it's 15 minutes after 6. So the 15, when it's a quarter till, that's 15 minutes to the hour. When it's a quarter after, it's 15 minutes after the hour. Remember, after. So till, when you hear the word till, T-I-L, that means, oh, I have 15 minutes till I get to the next hour. And that means your longhand is going to be on the 9. I have a quarter after the hour. That means it's 15 minutes after the hour. Okay? So, again, if I say it's a quarter till 7, that's the next hour after 6. That means it's 6:45. A quarter after 6, that means it's 6:15. Okay? So till 45 after is 15. And we'll talk more about that. Okay? So you're drawing hands on the clock. Number 5 says, write the answers to the combination your teacher says. Here are your combinations. And that's number 5 on page 94. A, 6 plus 4. Write the answer for that. 6 plus 4. B, 3 plus 9. 3 plus 9. C, 10 minus 8. 10 minus 8. D, 7 plus 2. 7 plus 2. E, 11 minus 7. 11 minus 7. Okay, for number 6, you're doing a word problem. Remember your word. If I see in all, I'm adding. Less than, difference, more, who is more than, how many more than do they have? That's subtract. In all together, I'm adding. And yours says that how many did they make in all? The first one says in all, so you know that you're going to add. The second one says after breakfast, there were 2 left over. Left. When something is left, that means you're subtracting something, okay? So for the first part of your word problem, in all, add. Left. The second part, you are subtracting. That's your math for today. Hopefully you guys are able to log on at some time, but if you're not, for science today, we have pages. We're talking about food chains, how animals live and survive in the food that they eat, and how God designed a chain of action, how it goes. This animal eats this, and then it's eaten by that, and then it's eaten by that. So we're going to look at how the food chain works, and that's in your science book. That's in your science book, Enjoying God's World, and that's going to be on page 60 and 66, 60 through 66. So you're going to read that. There's nothing for you to print out. So you're just going to read that, and we're going to discuss those. Okay. We're going to discuss those. Okay. So there is a food chain worksheet, but it doesn't have to be printed out. I'll add that to the email. Okay, guys. Ms. Crosby thinks she's covered everything. If I haven't, please tell your parents to email me when they're able. I hope that this helps you out while you're away from us today. And again, Ms. Crosby is just so grateful that you guys are safe. And I will see you soon, alligators.